Hi everybody, my name is Joan. I am part of the Inner Club of Trivandrum Blossom, and our association goal for the year 2021, one of the association goals is health and hygiene. So under that vertical, I would like to share my story of using a menstrual cup. So disclaimer, I'm not an expert in this. It's just my personal experience using a menstrual cup. So many of you may have already heard of a menstrual cup. It's a eco-friendly alternative to sanitary pads. So it's made of silicone and it can be reused multiple times. So I had been contemplating from the time I'd heard about the menstrual cup, I had been contemplating should I use it or not. Like many of you who are listening to this, I also had my own fears about using this, about, the whole mind block about inserting it, and will it hurt, will it irritate, will there be any sort of a reaction to the silicone, and so many other doubts. But then finally what happened is I reached a point wherein I had some itching and irritation around that area of mine, especially when I used to use pads during the summers, and because of the heat and everything, it was getting to a point wherein I just cannot use a sanitary napkin anymore. Physically, it was impossible for me. So then I decided, okay, let me just give this a try. I mean, if it works, well and good. Otherwise, I'll just continue using a sanitary napkin. So I spoke to a couple of friends who were using menstrual cup for a while, and they all told me it's the best thing. Try it out, and and see how it works for you. I'm sure it'll be a great relief for you. So I decided to get one. So you can menstrual cups are easily available online. I bought mine through Amazon. I don't remember the brand, but there are various brands available. It starts from 300 rupees and above. There are some shops. I'm based in Trivandrum, so there are some shops in Trivandrum that do sell this as well. Anyway, so I bought my menstrual cup. There are three sizes. There is small, medium, and large. Small is meant for children who have just started menstruating. Medium is meant for women who haven't given birth, and large is meant for women who have given birth vaginally. So I belong to the women who have given birth vaginally category, but still I bought the medium one because I felt medium will be okay for me. And it also depends on a lot of things. So it depends on how much period blood flow you have and all that. So it's better to buy one size and see if it works for you. If not, buy another size. Medium or large is what usually works for adult women. So I bought it, and after watching a couple of YouTube videos and speaking to friends who were using this, I inserted the menstrual cup. So I used the C fold and I inserted it, and it seemed okay. But to be on the safe side, I did use a sanitary napkin for the first two cycles because I wasn't sure if I had placed it correctly, and there was some leakage. The first two cycles did have some leakage because I was just getting into the into finding out how to insert it properly and all of that. And also it depended on your period flow. So once you went through two cycles, you will understand exactly when your cup fills up and when you need to change it and all. So for me, I understood that the first 2 days is when I have heavy flow. I needed to change the cup twice. Imagine, just twice. If it was pad, I should have probably changed 4 pads by then. Okay, so just twice. And a menstrual cup can hold up to 12 hours. And after 12 hours only, you need to change it. Okay. So, and in the night, I just empty the cup and go to bed. And there's apps. And then I just wake up in the morning and empty it at that time. And I'm telling you, there's never been a leakage. So after the first 2 times, from the third time onwards, it was just perfect. I mean, there was, I don't know, it was a newfound sense of freedom. In this hot Kerala weather, the sanitary napkin used to be so irritating, and that itself used to contribute to all the mood swings and PMS that I used to experience at that time. But once I started using the menstrual cup, the amount of comfort I had during those days of the month, I cannot even explain it to you. And absolutely no leakage. Even in the night, I can sleep however I want, in whatever position, and still there would be no leakage. Then another big advantage is it does not limit you in any way. You can do all physical activities with a menstrual cup, including swimming. You don't have to restrict yourself, and it just works out perfectly. I mean, there have been days when I've even kind of forgotten that I've placed the menstrual cup in there. It's that comfortable, and And another important thing is that, you don't have that whole tension of how will you dispose of the pads, especially if you're traveling and if you're staying in somebody else's houses. You always have this tension, oh God, how will I dispose this? And like, even if you're, nearing your days and you're traveling somewhere and then you've forgotten to buy the pad, and then you're worried about whether you'll get your brand, and all this drama is like completely avoided, because if you have the menstrual cup with you, that's more than enough. Nobody even will know that you have your periods, and it's just a beautiful sense of freedom. And another thing is that the menstrual cup, I lost my, and once your cup fills up, when you have to change it, it is absolutely mess free. I mean, we all know as women how we dreaded that time when we have to change our pad. This, you just take the cup out, use that. So the menstrual cup is basically, it's shaped like this, okay, like a U, okay, U-shaped vessel, and then there's a small rod protruding out. So when you insert the, I used to use a C fold. So in a C fold, I used to insert it into the vagina, and then it would open up inside. So, and when it opens up inside, a vacuum is created and the blood is collected in that U-shaped vessel. And that rod that protrudes outside, when you have to remove the menstrual cup, you just pull that out. It comes out very easily. And when it's filled up, you just have to empty the blood, wash it with we have a faucet in every bathroom here. So then just wash it and then you insert it back. It's that easy. There's no mess. There's no whole drama of changing a pad. So it was really, really, really freeing and really peaceful menstrual days, And then now many of you might be wondering, like, some of the doubts that you have in your mind when you're thinking about starting to use a menstrual cup is, will it hurt? No, it won't hurt. It doesn't hurt at all. You just have to find your right size. That's all. Sometimes maybe if you're buying a smaller size, it may come out, and if it's a larger size, it may be difficult to insert. So all that you will be able to figure out. Okay, so just buy one and try it and see if it works for you. If not, buy another size. I mean, don't give up on it so easily. Try your best to see if it works for you. And if not, okay, fine, go back to using sanitary napkins. But for most of you, I'm telling you it will work, and then you'll thank me one day. Then another doubt that usually comes to your mind is, will it get stuck and will it not come out? No, that won't happen. The physiology of our reproductive organ is such that it will not get stuck. I'm not going to explain it because I'm not an expert on that. If you do your research, you'll understand that it will never get stuck. It will come out very easily. And another question some people had was, can children use it? Yes, children can use it. That's why there is a small size. A small size is meant for children. But when children start using it, the parents really have to make an effort to ensure the hygiene of it. Like, they change it at the correct time and they sterilize it. So once you finish a cycle, you're supposed to sterilize it. So you boil it you put it in boiling water, you sterilize it, take it and then wipe it and keep it inside. Usually they give you a synthetic cover along with the menstrual cup. So you need to place it in that and store it. So with children, since they're just new to this whole thing of menstruation, and initially it might be a little daunting for them to insert something into the vagina. So maybe once they can start off using a sanitary pad and then maybe slowly progress into a menstrual cup so that it's not too overwhelming for them. And parents just need to make sure that the hygiene is maintained, but children can totally use it. So this is my experience using a menstrual cup. A menstrual cup can last you for 10 years. Only after that can you have to change it. Otherwise, if something happens in between, obviously you need to change it. Otherwise, you can use it for 10 years. And it's the best thing. You're actually contributing to saving the earth by not burning all that sanitary pad or whatever, disposing it and creating waste in the earth. At the same time, it is the most freeing experience of your life. You will not end up, dreading those days. It becomes a little better for you. So do try it out. I'm sure most of you will be really happy shifting to a menstrual cup. So hope this video was useful and helpful to you and helped you make a decision on moving on to a menstrual cup. Thank you.